guys, this is Ian from No One Topic. Today I'm going to talk to you about the soldering iron I'm going to use for this project. This is the Miniware TS100. It's a small, very portable, temperature controlled soldering iron that can be powered off mains as well as battery. This was recommended to me, really looking forward to trying it. I was looking at getting something like the Hake, the blue and yellow ones, the soldering stations that you see so often. For me, just starting out, this came with some great reviews. I'm looking forward to trying it out. I actually got this off an Australian eBay seller. You can get them direct from China, probably saving you a few dollars, but for the time it takes to ship and sometimes for shipping fees, I was a bit impatient and just got it from an Australian guy, still dirt cheap. One thing I noticed with the keyboard parts was the fact that everything is so tiny, the Pro Micro, the diodes, so I think this being quite compact as well, I think is going to come in handy. Its firmware is also open source, so there's a couple of guys who have actually made their own firmwares to add functionality and flexibility to some of the controls, so it'll be quite interesting. I'm definitely going to give that a go. It's super portable, super light. I'll do an unboxing of this and take you through what you get. Okay, and here it is. Tiny little box. I was quite surprised when it came in the mail. I was expecting something a lot larger. Coming from a Jaycar, typical 40-watt sort of soldering iron, I was expecting something quite large. So this is a bit of a surprise. So this is the box, quite minimal. The brand is Miniware. Very simple box, simple sticker on the back there. So let's open it up and I'll show you what you get inside. So we've got some documents. So here you've got Allen key and a couple of screws. I believe that's for putting in your tips. You do have registration card, a lot of it in Chinese, and some basic instructions on how it goes together, so that's quite good actually. Now this doesn't come with a power supply, so you supply your own, and then depending on the voltage that it actually gets through is how hot it can actually get, and the speed that it heats up. As you can see there, the preset temperature is 300 degrees. I believe it can go up to 400. As you can see, there's a small diagram showing all the buttons and how it all connects together. There's instructions around how to update the firmware. There is a firmware available on the website as well as on GitHub, where someone has actually modified the firmware, adding a few features. Alright, the main attraction. This is what you get in the box by default. So at the top here you can see the default iron. So the default one came with some sort of a flat, I'm not sure if that's going to show up too well actually. Flattish, sort of rounded end. Very different to what I was expecting. I was expecting just a normal conical one to come with it. I did get a separate chisel tip from the same seller on eBay. You can see up here it looks like these ceramic rods that actually used to heat it up, which is quite good. So the other piece in the box obviously is the handle itself. As you can see, it is quite small, very simple branding on it. This is the Allen key screw that holds the tip in place. So I'll take that out of its packet while I think about it. That Allen key just flew into my coffee. Just give me 1 sec. Alright. So, This is the just cleaned Allen key that you get. So let's open this up a little bit. Don't be too rough with these, because you just never know how tight the tolerances are. You just want it so that it's not going to come out. And that is essentially the size that it ends up. So incredibly small, compact. I think you'll have to be careful of the metal tip down here, that you don't slide off it onto the thing. There's no grip or guard to protect your hands. There's a couple of buttons here that the instructions sort of show for setting up the menu, changing your temperatures. There is a little sticker on here as well. So in the end here, I don't know if it's going to let me focus nicely, but you can see this is where the power connector goes. So you can see it's very similar to most laptop connections. So if you've got a laptop with the same sort of barrel, just check the power as per the instructions and make sure that you can, it's going to power it on. And there is a micro USB port up here, which is where you do the firmware. So a little display screen here, that's where it tells you the temperature when it's heating up. It can good for keeping track how quickly it's ready to use, and the buttons fire up the little menu for adjusting settings. In the hacked firmware, you can actually set things like the timeout, so how long before it goes to sleep, things like that. It's also got a motion sensor in it, so you can have it wake up when you pick it up to use, which is another interesting little feature. So there you have it, the Miniware TS100. So paid about 60 bucks, got another tip with it as well. So for me, I just wanted to show you what this was going to look like out of the box, and really to show you the size, because it really is quite small. Seems like a good little package. Lots of good YouTube videos out there with reviews that go into a bit more depth than I'm going to go into today. So yeah, look forward to using this on a future video where I actually start soldering the components together for the keyboard. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this was a good buy? I guess the proof will be in the pudding once I actually start soldering with it. I'm going to put a link in the description to another YouTube channel who also did a review on this. He's an Australian who does a mechanical keyboard podcast, and he went through this, opened it up, powered it on, went through a lot of bits and pieces, a lot more detail than I did, so check him out. So thanks for joining me, guys. In my next video I am going to take you through the case I am going to use for my keyboards. Leave a comment on anything else you want to see me do. As always, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. I'm Ian, and thanks for joining me on No One Topic.